Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Siren, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the state of my nervous system and just what I've been feeling internally lately. I'm just going to be having an honest conversation, like just talking about myself and being vulnerable. Just being a human being. Anyway, so basically recently my eating schedule has not been very good. Like I shouldn't be eating as often as I used to. This has like always been a habit for me. Sometimes it was because I was just like too lazy, like when everything in the house needs to be prepared. So sometimes it was just because I was too lazy, and it would come to a point where it's like I physically need food, so I need to go get up and go make myself something. Like I'm not gonna lie, I do have patterns of self-neglect. I feel as every human does, and this goes back from in my past. In my past it was worse. So I'm actually gonna take this moment to tell myself I'm proud of myself and I appreciate the progress I've made as I continue to do better, because I'm actually the best version of myself right now. And honestly, I don't even think we can be a best version of ourselves because we're constantly evolving, we're always present. So I feel like that mindset can be harmful sometimes, but for other people, I don't think it's bad if you want to set a standard for yourself, but I feel like we should learn to sometimes be fluid instead of attaching ourselves to a constant mode of expression. Like, oh, if you fell into this pattern, you're not your best self. Like, no, you're just at a different phase in life. You probably just slipped up. You're probably just low energy, like any human. You don't always have to be operating at quote unquote full capacity, because I feel like in life it just depends on your energy, how much you can do. So if you're at a lower point of energy, you're not going to function like you're at a full point of energy. So it's like, even if you're doing less than when you're comparing yourself to when you were in a better headspace, it's like you're still doing your best because you're not at the same energy you were in the version of yourself that you're comparing yourself to, saying that you need to be better or you need to be your best self. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that I want to take this moment to like congratulate myself. Like, since the past, things have really changed, and I have shown improvement in the way I cater to myself. So I'll give myself a pat on the back. Obviously, there are still some habits that I have, but I'm just a kid. I mean, I'm learning and I'm growing, and to be honest, even saying that, it makes me feel a bit good, because I feel like something I should have heard more about my life is just people telling me like I'm proud of you, not just when I did things that pleased them, but just to like feed me with that positive energy, because I feel like sometimes I really needed it. I wish like when I was at low points, people could have also reinforced me positively instead of like bashing me, because that really like scarred me mentally, and I feel like it plays a role into like the self-performance issues I have today. It's very intricate, and this message popped up on my feed and it was just like, you're too aware, like sometimes you're too conscious like for your own good. It's like people who overthink, it's like they're constantly aware of everything. It's like you're too aware of everything for your own good. It's like you're moving from being an analytical, introspective person to an over analytical person, and that can never be good. That's overconsumption, and I have like a overconsumption mindset. And I was thinking about it, and I realized it's not even my energy, but I feel like a part of it became my own because I absorbed it. But I feel like personally, I need an environment change. I feel like when my environment changes, I'll be more regulated. But in general, I do feel like I have a thought pattern where I need to unlearn hyper focus, because I feel like I've become hyper focused in a way that's not necessarily beneficial for me over the years. So I realize I do need to unlearn that, but I don't really pause and tell myself that I'm proud of myself because I'm not used to it. It's like I'm just always on go. Like my brain is always active. It's like one thing about me, I use technology a lot. And one time I was wondering if I should use technology less, and I was pressuring myself to do technology less because I learned to do everything from a place of pressure. But now when I look at it, personally for me, like how I feel, truly how I feel in my body, I feel like nothing is wrong with the way I use technology. I also feel like I'm being a kid. But I do feel like I should learn to like regulate my presence when it comes onto technology. So it's like if you're gonna use it for 24 hours, if you're using it, like you need to take breaks. You can't just use it for like 24 hours straight, you know? So it's like take a break like at least every 1 to 2 hours where you just get up, you walk, you stretch, you just relax your mind, because that's another thing too. It's like my brain is overactive. I feel like I could implement more activities that promote peace in my life, and that's just me being honest with myself. But what's blocking me? Avoidance. But the avoidance is very complex. I feel like when it comes on to certain things, other times I feel like I just need to have the courage to get up and do it, but it's like my body freezes. But not gonna lie, part of it is me just needing to learn to just get up and push for myself. That's something I'm still like learning. I struggle with like procrastination, avoidance tendencies. But guys, I have really never taken the time to sit down and say like I'm proud of myself. It's like I'm always thinking of how I can do better, what needs to change. But sometimes I don't really just take the time to like reflect on the past and see how I've changed and just give myself credit, because I'm a very different version of myself from what I was in the past. And I feel like I've just accomplished a lot of knowledge for a 15-year-old because I'm only 15. So I feel like I've reached a very good point of intellectual capacity for my age. So even though a lot of it came from me having to handle things that I shouldn't have to as a child, I just appreciate how even though it has had its shadow side, ultimately it has made me like a unique person. So I appreciate that, and I'm willing to acknowledge that. But talking about that and just like how I've been recently, how I've been handling things, just kind of like being in this anxious energy, kind of a goal I have for myself, I would say, in life is to just take it more easy. I want to learn how to take it more easy, but taking it easy is hard. Taking it easy is like when you're about to spiral, you have to sit yourself down and say, no, let's take deep breaths. Let's calm ourselves down a bit, and to learn how to soothe yourself through your anxiety in a healthy way that's also not dismissing your feelings. I really need to slow down, and this is a constant theme I've talked about on my channel. I've talked about being a girly that spirals, but throughout like trying to heal something or trying to make a change, it's like you have to understand the complexities of it. Like you have to have that self-awareness. And I feel like what I've been learning is that I can't just jump into being in a phase where everything is peaches and cream, because it's normal to want to feel better, but you can't just jump to feeling better. It's like you have to go through things. It's like there's a growth period. And right now I feel like I'm just in a growth period where it's like I'm learning to become a more soothed version of myself. And I feel different every day. It's like my emotions are not linear. Like honestly, I would say right now I'm in a better mood than I was this morning. So it's like I'm also in a state of confusion, but the thing I'm not doing that I did before is I'm not trying to like overanalyze my confusion. Like kind of just letting myself be confused because I'm a kid. Like I don't know everything. I was even thinking of like maybe getting therapy when I get older. But I want to find like a good therapist, because a lot of therapists sound as if they're shitty. Like, I actually want to find like a good mental health coach or stuff like that. And I was thinking, and I saw it pop up on my Instagram. I was like, I do have social anxiety and I do need a little help going into situations. And once again, I love the person that commented on one of my videos where I was talking about my feelings of incompetence, and he's like, do not confer with people if you know that their advice is not going to be in your best interest. And then I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw this video about like this person saying like, I don't tell my parents about my plans, I don't tell them about my business. I love my parents, but the more I tell them stuff, the more they're just gonna question everything, the more they're just gonna feed me with fear, and the more they're gonna doubt me. And sometimes like our parents don't do that out of like malice, but they do that because that's the only way they know how to do things, and they want people to be successful. But our parents, like, they don't learn to grow past certain things and heal certain wounds. They don't have that self-awareness, so they're just always projecting their fear onto other people and their anxiety onto other people, which seeps into your plans, and it keeps you stagnant and it keeps you small, or it keeps you restricted to feeling like you have to do things in a specific way to succeed in your life. And I have like a parent like that, and a lesson I've been learning where that is concerned is just like detachment. I have a plan for myself, and I don't know exactly when, where, how, why, and I'm gonna learn. And since that video, I've just been realizing like I don't really have like a safe space. It's like everything is always judgment or being like analytical, or if you don't do this, you're not going to be able how to survive, with actions that don't match up with your concerns about the person. Like, you can't be concerned about a person's well-being and their independence, but you're coddling them at the same time. It's like, it's a process of trust as well. If you want somebody to know how to take care of themselves, you have to trust them to take care of themselves. You have to leave them to do things on their own. So if not, stop caging them and bashing them for being stuck in the cage you put them in, when you have the key and you won't unlock the cage. So it's like you're physically torturing this person by keeping them caged and secluded, and you're mentally torturing the person. It's like taunting them for being in the cage, you know? So since the video about incompetence, like, I still struggle with those feelings here and there, but I've just become more aware to the fact that the energy has been picked up. And the people in the comment section were just telling me don't be afraid. So I'm really just trying to be present in terms of my plans for my future, and to not let fear overshadow anything. And I saw this thing about like social anxiety classes popping up on my Instagram feed, and I'm like, I could try attending one of those if they have any in my area. I'm not sure, but they probably do. But it's like, I'm pretty sure they have adulting classes, like, even if it's online, like classes that just create a safe space for like new adults. And I feel like more people should do that, because not a lot of kids like have the proper ushering of somebody who can like nurture them into like being in the real world. Sometimes just because their parents neglect them, or they don't really have a support system, or sometimes other times because we have parents but they don't actually have the necessary emotional awareness to raise us. It's like, you can't push somebody out in the world by feeding them fear and anxiety. It's like, that's not the way that you should do things. It's like, you can teach a person how to protect themselves, but a lot of parents, it's like they're in survival mode. So it's like they're conditioning you to be in this mode where you always have to watch yourself, and that's not good. That's perpetuating a cycle, because they learned from a young age that that's what they had to do. And some of our parents are just continuing the cycle, but I'm like, yeah, I should do that. So that's how I feel. I really just need to like slow down. Like, I've just been on go. Like, sitting down and filming this video is really helping me to just process and analyze a multitude of things, which I feel good about. My energy feels lighter. I'm still a bit worried, but I'll be fine. I've been like completing assignments and stuff like that, and I have my eyes on the prize. Um, Lastly, my Chromebook, it's been having like some screen discoloration, which I'm kind of worried about. But the system and everything is still working fine. But I just hope that it doesn't give out until like it's really time, because I'm gonna get new items, but I have a goal for this month and I need this laptop to fulfill that. So I'm just hoping, like, even though it's going through its phase or whatever, it doesn't give out on me. But anyways, this is really what I wanted to talk about in this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any advice, leave it in the comments. But this was just a yap session, and I was really just like getting things off of my chest, which I'm really appreciative that I've gotten to do. I want to kill more time, because if you watch my last video, you know there's no electricity right now, and it's gonna be this way until I find clarity on the issue when my mother comes home. But I have some time to kill, and shit, there's stuff I could do. Like, I could decompress myself, which is much needed. But yeah, this is me. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this that aren't brain rot, that just make you comfortable with being a normal human being and going through human things and expressing yourself authentically. No hustle culture, no beauty culture, no you have to be this, you have to be that, because all you have to be is yourself at the end of the day. But thank you, bye bye.